Today, I want to share the importance of weeding out the negatives in your life, okay? Think of yourself as a plant. What's up, my restored beauties? Welcome back to my channel. I apologize for being gone so long. I never want to come on this channel and just share something that just pops in my head. I always want to use my experience, things that happened to me, things that I learned, that God does for me. So the title says, weed out the negatives in your circle. There is nothing wrong with loving people, even if you don't want them in your circle. A lot of things going on in this world, and mentally people are suffering. People are suffering from lots of mental issues, which makes people say things that they regret, makes people do things that they don't want to do, or simply just be mean. Today, I want to share the importance of weeding out the negatives in your life, okay? Think of yourself as a plant. It's springtime, everybody goes out there and plants, whether it's you planting flowers, planting your garden. We have a big backyard, and so I love to plant. Last year I couldn't because I was pregnant, but this year I have been tilting, working on my field. It got me thinking. You do tilt the land for the first time, especially after the winter. There's a lot of hard grass, dead grass, weeds, rocks, stuff that it's not supposed to be there when you're trying to plant a seed, a sprout, a flower, a vegetable, whatever you're trying to plant. The ground first has to be fixed, tilted, plowed. You gotta put fertilizer, you gotta make sure the soil is the right soil. You gotta make sure the land is hitting the sun. It's in the spot where the sun is going to be hitting it all the time. You have to water it. So it's exactly, see yourself as that garden where you're trying to plant yourself. You know, whether you're trying to get closer to God, you're trying to grow in some area of your personal life, or you're trying to achieve a goal, and your circle is so negative, it just it's not working, you know. Trust me, I've been there, but I've grown to focus, to just keep my eyes focused on what I want to achieve, and don't pay attention to the attacks that might be coming left or right. But sometimes when we're trying to spread our roots and grow and develop, it is hard when your circle, when the ground where you stand, where you're trying to bloom, you're trying to grow, you're trying to develop, you're trying to change, you're trying to get away from an addiction or a bad relationship. That ground where you're standing, it's toxic, it's just bad, it's full of weeds, full of negative people, full of people who belittle you, devalue you. It is very, very hard, okay? But it's possible, and I'm going to tell you how. No matter where you're standing, I've actually made a video before similar to this topic. If I find it, I will link it in the description below so you can kind of check it out. But no matter the ground where you're standing, no matter the environment, no matter who you're married to, no matter who the relationship you're into, no matter the time that you have or you don't have, no matter the addiction in your life, everything is possible with God. There's a verse in the Bible that says, I can do all things through Jesus, not on your own strength. I am someone who suffers a lot from I can do this, but I have come down to rock bottom many times where I'm just like, I'm tired of myself saying it because apparently it's not working. So I surrender a lot and say, God, I can't do this without you. It's just impossible. You know, it feels like I'm going around the same mountain, and nothing is changing. So no matter what you're trying to grow in your life, you know, no matter what area you're trying to develop, grow in your life, no matter the ground where your feet are standing, you can bloom. You can bloom. You have to say it with your mouth. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. When your mouth hears, when your mouth says it, your brain will hear it every day. If you say it, your mind is going to be like programmed for that statement, for that truth, because it's the truth. And when your brain is programmed, no, somebody else's statement is not going to matter. Somebody else's words of belittling you, it's not going to matter. It just shows who they are. You want to make sure you're planted in God's word, in that truth. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And some of our excuses will always be, oh, but you don't know the environment I am. Oh, you don't know the relationship I am in. You don't know the pressure that I have from my parents, or from my spouse, or from my job, my boss. You just don't know. I know, okay? I've been in all of them. You might be saying, I can't get anything done. I wish I had time to cultivate my gift, my talent. I wish I had time to sit down and write a book. I wish I had time to sit down and create something. That's something that I had to overcome. I had to like tell myself, you need to just zip it. Stop saying that. Yes, you're busy, you have this, you have that, but you can do it. You can sit down. Time is in your hands. You are the king of your own time. Sit down and make time. And if others are still trying to take that away from you, I'm sorry, but you have to respect that time first. That time that you want to sit down and develop something. And if you respect it enough, others will notice and they will start to respect as well. And wishing that you sit down, wishing that you sat down and did something, wishing that you opened that bakery, wishing that you wrote that book, wishing that you opened this business, or wishing that you got fit, or wishing that you could fit in that dress, or wishing that you had that the best marriage or the best child is not going to get you or me anywhere. Wishing does not get us anywhere. You need to get up, clean the environment, yes, weed it out. Like me, I'm getting ready to plant. I cannot plant because nothing is going to grow if I just throw the seed and wait it for it to bloom and grow. It will grow, but it will be suffocated, like not even 5 inches on top of the ground. It will be lost from all the weeds, the grass, the rocks, everything else that's on the ground. And that's exactly what's going to happen to all of us if we don't clean out our circle, our environment. If we do not weed out the negatives, we have to clean the environment, the ground. Okay, if it means for you to stay away from your the person who you call best friend, but all that's been in your life is negative energy, negative talk, or you want to do something but they're lazy, they don't want to do it, so they've been discouraging you and just telling you, oh, forget it, oh, you're just a dreamer, you just keep dreaming. Stay away from those people, okay? If a friend of yours, a spouse, I'm not gonna say spouse, I don't want to get in trouble here, but if someone in your life is not helping you be who you want to be, or it's not cheering you while you try to be who you're supposed to be, or to do what you want to do, they don't cheer you and they don't push you, or even, I'm not saying to support you, because today not a lot of people support each other. I'm talking about like just being behind your back and being like, yes, you can do this, yes, you can do this. You don't need those people in your life, okay? I don't have any friends. I have lots of acquaintances. I have a lot of people that I call friends, but like really close friends, I probably have several that I could say, that I could count in my hand. And I'm okay with it. I truly am okay. Okay? Because I don't want nobody to be an obstacle, to be on my way while I am on my way to where I'm supposed to be, or while I'm trying to develop an area in my life. And they don't want to because they feel intimidated that you tried, that you're trying to be someone better than the environment that you were raised. So you have to think about the weeds in your life. Think about the weeds, the negatives, negative Nancy's or Karens, that like we call them nowadays, that are in your circle. And also think of it in this way, in this matter. If you want a nice meal, you have to get up and cook. I mean, you could order it and they will deliver it to you, but it's nothing like cooking it yourself, you know, knowing what exactly did you put in that meal and making it from your own hands. So don't pay attention to your environment and what you don't have. You and me create our own environment. Your future depends on what you do today with your present. Maybe it's time for you to just start weeding out the negative Twigs and Nancys and trolls and whatever, those negative people in your life, because they might be the reason why you're depressed, alone, overweight, you have low self-esteem, you lost your confidence. Why? Because they like to be like that. But you can be better, you can do better. Get away from them and work on your ground, the ground where you are going to cultivate your gifts, your talents, things that you want to do, your passion, your goals, your art. Don't hang out around depressed people, lonely people, people who are okay with just getting by, people who have no dreams. Hang around people who dream and dream big. Hang around dreamers, people who love God and motivate you and push you to pursue God, to get closer to Him. People who fear God, people who live a life for God. Find your circle. And if you can't find your circle, make one. Be that people that you want to be around. Be of value to someone. But it has to start by weeding out the negatives. I hope you enjoyed this message. I have something special coming in about 2 weeks. I'm going to share. It pertains to this channel, the name of this channel, something that I have been working for quite some time now. Stick around. Thank you so much for all of you who have stuck around so far, or thus far. Subscribe if you haven't already and be part of this channel, and also hit the bell button so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Be blessed. Bye.